Welcome back, you Den City denizens, to another exciting day of Let's Playing Megaman Battlenetwork 1. We are recording in the early hours of, well, early for me, it's like 5 o'clock. In the daylight hours, whilst we can. Probably won't be able to record very long right now, but we'll see where it takes us. So what were we doing? Wait, is this even the right... She mentioned stoves. Hurry and tell Mom. Apparently we had... Oh, right. We just had the information that, Dad is coming to... Or we're coming to go visit him. Hey, Mom, Dad's invited us to a party. How wonderful. How sweet of him to think of his family at such a busy time. So then, when and where are we supposed to meet? At 7 in front of the TV in the first floor lobby of the Sci Lab. Okay, but wait. It's almost 7 now. We have to hurry. Well, later, Mom. Mom! Since you always take so long, I'll go ahead, okay? Man, if I had to wait for her, I'd never get to eat. Come on, Lan. I know you just can't wait to see your dad. Hey, stop saying that. Jeez. Alright, so I guess we have free reign to just go straight to the governmental complex. Mom! Alright. Oh, we got more mail. Battle ML, some program advance info. Wow, you can advance most programs by collecting chips in a series under one code, like the B-bomb. Some chips like Gaia won't even advance then. I have some new info that might solve this old problem. Seems you need one more chip, a trigger chip, to advance. There's about 4 possible combos worth trying out. Thank you, vague and cryptic non-useful information. Does anyone even say anything interesting? Why? That isn't Hikari's son. Will you be at the party? Buddy, I am the party. Tonight there's a party for some overseas researchers. Good luck, Sonny. Good luck. Wait, good luck with what? Well, with everything. Thanks, bro. A party? Tonight? I want to go. Huh? Staff only? What a waste of taxpayers' money. Oh, so Dr. Hikari works for the government. I mean, that makes sense. He's in the government complex, right? Oh no, it's Fishman. Okay, let's get this over with. Snore, huh? I fell asleep standing up. Alright, so I don't remember this dude's name, but he is a tough cookie. Does that say Sakana? Hold on, I gotta look up what Sakana means. Alright, finally I got one correct. Sakana means fish, which is what I thought it meant. So he literally just has a sign that says fish. I wish I could read Sal's picture a little better, but it's so blurry I can't quite make out the characters. But yeah, I recognized Sakana. I'm Masa, the fish dealer. Eat lots of fish. It'll make you smarter. Let me show you. Let's net battle. Okay, so if I remember, Masa is a bit of a bastard, and I absolutely hate fighting him. But we'll find out. Yeah, because he does this. He hides Sharkman. Oh my goodness, yes, this is all coming back to me now. He hides Sharkman in these fake fins, and it is just, like, impossible to know which one is the right one. So you kind of just have to guess. Because if you guess the wrong one, well, you're gonna get a face full of fin. Even if you guess the right one, you'll still get a face full of fin. Yeah. If memory serves, this was like the hardest Navi in the game for me. Ha! 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 You're weaker than a guppy. Alright, well, we can't just let that slide. The real issue with Sharkman is there's just really no way to tell which one is the real one. Is there? Let's take a look at the fins. Is there a... Hold on. Is there a tell? Okay, that's a pretty good picture of them. Do they all have the same sprites? Pretty sure they do. Yeah, so basically there's just no tell as to which is which. You can kind of test it with the Buster, I suppose. But getting an S ranking from this guy is just a huge pain. Because even if you have good chips, they have to pierce through 2 fins. So Dino Wave is not the worst idea. But even Dino Wave only deals 100, and he has like, what, 600? And this is only V1. Which means that, it's only gonna get worse from here. Like, I would imagine probably his HP increases by like 200. So you'd need 1,000 HP worth of damage at the end. Alright. His fin is currently the one in front. So we'll just aim for it. You can kind of go with a strategy where you fish for him, and then when he pops out of the water, you go for it. Like that. But again, it's not conducive to getting a very good grade. He's probably a Navi we won't really be able to get a good grade against until we have a steady supply of lightning chips. Okay, I give. Yep, I'm getting old, I am. Here, take this. Power up that Navi of yours. HP memory. Now off with you. Watch out for the sharks on the net. I feel like there needs to be an obligatory R after that. Would you like an all-nature lunch? Yeah, Sal, it's just us. Oh, nice. So, is this V3 Woodman? It does appear that way, doesn't it? I'll just open this up with a good 140 attack fire damage. Now the real question is, where is Fireman? His Navy chip would certainly be a useful asset in this matchup. Oh, great. So we're picking a fight with Woodman here, but I've already taken far too much damage to even have a hope of getting a decent Woodman chip. I guess we could just double number man it. So in that cinematic we saw, Wily sent out Lord Von Bolt. So theoretically we could farm Woodman in preparation for Lord Von Bolt. Oh shoot. So I messed that up. That's an important... Oh no, I didn't mess it up. It still counted for damage. So later on, you can't really chain Navi chips together very efficiently. Okay, so we did get a Woodman chip. Oops, I lost. But anyway, what happens is when you use a Navi chip, most of the time in later games, is the enemy gets stunned. And when they get stunned, well, it's not technically stunned. There's a difference between stun and invincibility. So what happens is after you use a Navi chip, most Navi chips, the enemy enters into the invincibility state. So you have to wait for the invincibility to wear off, because if you chain Navi chips one right after the other, the second one won't deal any damage because the enemy has those invincibility frames. That doesn't seem to be the case in this one. We just tagged both of those numbermen one right after the other, and it was fine. I think we are just gonna give this matchup a couple rounds, simply because even if we just get like a couple Woodman V1s and 2s, it could be really good for the upcoming dungeon. We have to assume that the upcoming dungeon is lightning, both just based on the name Von Bolt or whatever it was, Count Bolt, but also we've done a fire. Ooh, that was a really good battle. That was a really quick one. Look at that, an S ranking. Woodman V3. Wow. Anyway, we've done a fire dungeon, we've done an ice dungeon, and the most recent one we did was a mix of the two, unless I'm mistaken. Did they get something out of the last one? Like, did they get a super program? I don't think they did. Wait, what was the point of Mod tapping into the traffic network? I've already forgotten what they were going after. Was it literally just money? Oh well. So we got hit, so I don't know if we'll get an S ranking on this. Probably not. We might get like a 9 or a 10 though, which won't be too bad. Yeah. Okay, Woodman V2. I gotta make sure I'm actually recording this. Yeah, it looks good. Right? I hope so. I'm pretty surprised we're able to get these kinds of decent grades against Woodman. I think it really helps that our deck has been pseudo-optimized for Shockwave Dynawave play. In addition, that the heaters dealing 140 helps a lot. I also don't know why I'm just walking into every wooden tower I can, but apparently that's what I'm doing. A little frustrating, we might not get that, oh dear. Might not get that V3, we're definitely not going to get a V3, we might not even get a V2 at this point. The phrase, "you're bad and you should feel bad," comes to mind. Yeah, not surprised with that outcome at all. Let's try and focus a little more. I'm sure we can do better than that. We've already proven that we can do better than that. Okay, so we'll wait for the charge up on the gun and then waste a Dino Wave, apparently. Guess maybe that was a little too greedy. Double Sonic Wave is what we'll choose just to cycle 2 cards out of our hand. We can certainly draw something better. Now, you see we're hitting Woodman with those Sonic Waves and he's not flinching. Is flinching in Battle Network 1 Navy dependent? Is that why we were able to hit this guy with 2 Numberman? That was actually not too bad of a fight. Yeah, that's ranking. Another Woodman V3. I mean, if we can keep this going, I'd like to just get a full suite of 5. It will certainly trivialize the next dungeon. It really helps us that he's not entering into those invincibility states. If he was, we wouldn't be able to do this. Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. He's gonna heal on the tree. They might not have increased the tree's HP in the V3 format, which I think they should have, but we were able to take it out with just the regular buster. Oh, come on. Fun fact about wood, I'm not 100% certain if it functions this way in Battle Network 1, but traditionally wood does not allow the recipient of... Ow, 6. Traditionally wood does not allow the recipient of wood damage to enter into the invincibility state. It's one of the unique factors about the wood element. So specifically, wood is very good for combo attacks, things that you hit the enemy over and over again repeatedly in very quick succession. There's a wood chip called Twister that does that in later games. Snake Man is a wonderful Navi chip if you set it up right. In fact, when we get to 2, I might outlaw the use of Snake Man because it trivializes so much of the game. We're definitely outlawing the Gate Man advance, but that goes without saying. Alright, pretty lackluster rolls on Numberman. Definitely could have been better. Okay, we might be able to just end this before he heals, so let's just go drop down and Dino Wave. Nope, Dino Wave. Hopefully that was a 3. Yep. Nice. How many more do we need? Oh man, 2 more. Alright, alright. Oh, come on. So we drew a lot of Numbermen right now. 3, with the forefront being the V3, so it's hard to ask for a much better opening than that. Almost the biggest advantage to being able to select multiple chips at once isn't even necessarily the fact that you have access to multiple chips within one custom gauge rotation. It's also the fact that you're replacing those chips on the next draw. If you've ever played any card game where you draw as many cards as you play, such as Vampire, that's another one, Phoenix, Out of the Ashes, or Rise from the Ashes, or something like that. Any game where for every card you play, you draw another card. It's almost sometimes more important just to be able to play all your cards, so that you get that constant stream of new effects coming in. The 4 damage on the Buster is helping out as well. Yeah, we're able to end this pretty consistently with an... Ow. Okay. I don't know why I opened my mouth. We're pretty able to consistently end this within about 3 rotations of the custom gauge, which is A-okay. If I hadn't gotten hit, we probably would have got it there. Hopefully this will be the last time we have to fight Woodman. Front row. It's a bad place to be, buddy. But yeah, see, like this is a similar scenario. We can select 2 of these 80s, or we could do Heater for 140. Now, admittedly, 80 and 80 is 160, so it's also higher, but the better reason to do that is just so we see 2 new chips on the next round. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. You could just be nice to us, game, and give us a V3. That would be cool. No. Mediocrity is not rewarded here in Battlenetwork. Mediocre. Witness me, Mega. The yellow squares, the squares that the wood tower spikes come out of, they make you second guess yourself. You start getting paranoid until the point where you just walk into them like that. Of course, then you can also just be bad and stand still and let them hit you too. Okay, double Sonic Wave should end this, right? It's probably not a V3 though. So frustrating. We're right there, we're at the finish line, I just can't do it. Well, it's not that I can't do it, I'm just playing sloppy. Alright, we're gonna get it this time. Just kidding. It's okay, I'm gonna believe. We're not gonna give up. We're gonna roll 6, 6, and 6, which would deal like 420 damage, right? Still wouldn't be enough. Wait a minute, I don't know. I didn't catch what that number was, but I don't think it was a 6. This is, and again, we've said it before, but this is really the problem with the Numberman chip. The Numberman Navy Summon, it's just so inconsistent. Even, I mean, if you roll all 6s, theoretically it blows all comparable Navy chips out of the water. But it's not realistic to expect to roll nothing but 6s. Alright, maybe we got lucky. Maybe that was enough. Is that a V? No, it's a V2. Come on, Sal, just give us the chip. Okay, 3 Dino Waves to start out with. If we don't do it here, it's definitely my fault. Oh, I saw it, I pushed up, wasn't fast enough. No. Oh. Disappointing. I have to admit, this is behavior that's pretty similar to what I've experienced in the past, where you sort of fall into a rut when you're grinding for a chip, and you know that you should be able to play it better, but you're not. And so you just keep thinking, oh, I'll just do it again. I'll do it again, I'll do it again. And you just keep fighting the same Navi, and you just do worse and worse. And see, we're not gonna... probably not gonna get it, because, yeah, we just got hit twice. Alright, so we have to dodge. We lose if we don't dodge. I'm gonna focus a lot on dodging this first. Okay. My instinct is to dodge forward, which doesn't help when the yellow squares are also in front of us. I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like luck. I can visually perceive... I can visually identify, okay, there is something underneath Mega Man, but I can't identify the squares around him quick enough. So it's almost like I have to see that Mega is in danger underneath his feet, register that, and then I just pick a random direction and move, because I can't register whether or not the other squares around him are safe, like that. Oh, come on. Even that won't win. I almost wonder if we should just give this up. It's frustrating because we know we can do this. I just need to correctly dodge the wood spikes. There's no getting around it. That's what's holding us back. We're ending these fights quick enough. Okay, so we've got 200 damage on the Dino Waves. Oh my goodness. Let it be known that I never said my recognition of, what's it called? Response time? That my response time was ever any good. Come on. I even saw it that time. I saw that the panel above us was a danger zone, but I just can't move quick enough. I think I definitely could be reacting better, but it's just so tough. So maybe our plan should be to stand in the middle, because the middle is going to give us the largest number of other squares to move into, right? This is so funny. We dominated Woodman enough times to get 4 V3 chips, and now we're having to fight with strategy. Okay, yeah, so let's try to stick around the middle and see if we can identify a safe place to be. That's going to give us the whole plus, right? 240 damage this turn. After that, we should be good. Yeah, and this should be the end of the fight. Okay. Should be. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I made a funny. Some days. Sometimes in life you are dealt the upper hand. Then again, sometimes in life you're attacked by ninjas. Okay, that's fine though. We can use the same technique as before, where we focus on being in the center square. That seemed to really work for us. It's also helping give me a consistent visual cue. Like, I'm always going to... I don't need to think mentally where I am, I just need to plan out where I'm going to be. Because if I'm always in the middle, then I always have the same options. I always have the same locations to move to. Oh, come on. Boo. Nope. Saw it coming. Wasn't good enough. Maybe we'll get a pity 3 on a 10? No. Not even a chip. Come on, Sal, you're holding out on us. So what do we do the math on 3 6s? Because it would be 180, 120, 120, so that's 420. Oh gosh, we rolled really low, didn't we? Yeah, we rolled a 2. Here's a 6. 5. Can't really argue with that. Ugh. It's tough. I don't think I can do it. I feel so dumb saying that. You're probably watching me going, oh my gosh, just do it already, but I don't think I can do it. For whatever reason. I'm not responding fast enough. Nope. Secret's out. I wasn't even responding. I was just hitting forward every time. Even with some of the best chip selection, we weren't able to do it. What do? Do we start putting invisibles in our chip? Or our deck? Just for the invincibility? But if we do that, we can't select any attack chips. It's just pointless. Because see, we got really lucky that time, and none of those hit us. But now we're gonna have to play smart and do it again. Okay, we managed to do it. Fortunately, I was too focused on dodging, so I really didn't deal a lot of damage back. These 2 heaters should end it, right? Assuming the game gives us a chip instead of, 3,000 zenny. 2,000 zenny. Sal, look, we need to talk. I need your chip, okay? We've defeated you twice with an S ranking, and you still refuse to give us satisfaction. In case you were wondering, yes, this is a pretty normal experience from playing Battlenetwork. Unless you know the game like the back of your hand and you know which goofy chip combos to use. Most of us played the game like this. Just desperately trying to claw in for some good Navi chips with whatever cobbled deck you had. It's almost like the fact that it's taunting us at this point that I refuse to give up. Jeez, 4 Dino Waves. Oh. You think? Come on, man. I would love to see the code that determines what chip you get. Okay, we made it this far, and then we draw a garbage hand. Yeah, that is a pretty bad hand. And look, he's all the way in the back, so our buster is going to be really slow. Okay, so we have the double Dino Wave, but it's still not enough. Well, flush that one down the toilet. Yeah, look, on the bright side, we are actually making a decent amount of money doing this. It seems like in number 1, you don't really have a lot of dosh. It's like that sounds a bit odd. Maybe it's because I knew more of the money-making schemes in the later games, but like it kind of feels like we haven't come across a particularly large amount of money from the random bits of data. So the 1,000 zenny, the 2,000 zenny that we're getting from this is showing itself to be worth more than we've been getting from other sources. So on a normal rotation, how many wood spikes is that we need to dodge? It's 3 initial, and then when he stands still, it's another 3. Because he hops, does 1, hops, does 1, hops, does 1, and then jumps up and sends 3 in a row. So it's a total of 6 instances where we need to dodge these things. No. Great, great, great. Just kill us. Just put us out of our misery, Sal. It's hard to be motivated to try once we take that first hit. The screen shaking also doesn't really make it any easier. I know that seems like a minor thing, but we're already dealing with pixels. So there's our 6. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to end it here because our card draw wasn't amazing. Now, we should be able to double Dino Wave here. But yeah, that's kind of the problem, though. So now we're going to have to end up dodging 9. The fight goes on longer, and we're not going to get the grade we need. This was a tutorial on how to kick Woodman's butt at first, and then how to lose to him a bunch of times. Hope you're enjoying. Oh my gosh. Alright, sorry about that. Had to pause there. Help out with supper a bit. Perhaps it gave me just the break I need, the mental respite, to stop embarrassing myself and losing to Woodman over and over again. Wait, What? Okay, apparently that's literally all I needed to do was go make supper. I mean, works for me, I guess. Oh, good golly gravy, goodness gorgeous. Goliath. Yeah, those last two didn't make a ton of sense. Alright, so we're gonna cycle all of our numbermen out for our Woodman V3s. Definitely a better deal. Okay, so thinking that perhaps Numberman might draw us a 6, right? Roll us a 6. We could deal 180. But when you look at the numbers here, we're dealing 100 consistently with Woodman, which is 10 points higher than the average of... Oh, wait. No, it's kind of lower, isn't it? Because the average of... What is the average of a D6? Is it 3 or is it 4? Or is it 3.5? Boy, I'm bad at math. Lepsis is going to be so upset with me about this. Whatever. We're putting in Woodman for the consistency and the fact that we're gonna do a lightning dungeon. So let's go. I didn't see what he said. I hate being at my desk when my project isn't going well. I've got to work, but I'm not making any progress. I wish that I could be a student again. Well, back to work. I don't wish that I could be a student again. However, that whole sentiment, aside from the student part, definitely describes like how I felt at work the last 3 months during the whole coronavirus situation. My son asked me to look for a chip for him, a Howitzer H, he said, supposed to be pretty rare. It's not anywhere. I don't suppose you would have one. If you do, I'll give you this Buster Punch C for it. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a Howitzer. Somebody said Howitzer! Yeah, if memory serves correctly, Howitzer is actually the name of the chip that would then later on to be known throughout the series as a Wrecker. Wrecker making a lot more sense because it's not really a howitzer. A howitzer is... Those were those kind of artillery... well, they were artillery from, what, World War II? And I guess the virus you get it from kind of looks like artillery. But calling it a wrecker always made more sense to me because it looked really heavy. Like, when Megaman uses it, he basically, like, shot puts it. So, yeah, I don't know. He doesn't shoot it, is what I'm getting at. That's strange. I put in my money, but I can't buy anything. Could someone jack in and fix this? I mean, sure, why not? Can we actually do that? This is a vending machine from earlier where they said it was broken, right? But we already came in here and got everything. This is where we found our bubblers. Yeah. Guess what, buddy? We've upgraded since the last time we met. Wow. Game still deserves, or designates us with a level 9 busting level. Where'd all the programs go? Oh, here we go. Oh, don't scare me like that. I thought you were www virus. Me? I'm the vending machine control program now. Let me get back to work. We seem to be malfunctioning. We're under repair. That's just the same thing they said earlier. A little disappointed we can't come in here and fix it. Get out of here, you firefish. Still granting us that... Oh, hang on. This is interesting. Okay, so we've seen this Navy body type before, right? And we've declared that they are the, how would you describe it? Kind of like the normal navies, like the generic navies, the commercial navies. Now, when you see a Navi that looks like this, now this is interestingly the first time we've run into one. When you see a Navi look like this, it is a, like, corrupted commercial Navi. It is a, they're oftentimes used as the sprite for the villains, bad guys, kind of like a low-level thug. Basically, this guy probably doesn't belong to the WWW, but he's probably not a good guy. I actually don't know what we're gonna run into when we talk to him. What are you doing there? Now that you've seen me here, I must delete you. Whoa, just right off the bat, he must delete... What the craziness is this? I don't even know what this is. Okay, so the things... Okay, you see there the below and above. Those are the monster that produces the howitzer chip. Or at least, this is the upgraded version of the monster that produces the howitzer chip. That thing in the middle... I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to fight it. It looks like it has a shield. I'm going to assume that shield blocks direct damage. But what we're gonna do, and I know I'm beleaguering this. Beleaguering? Whatever. I'm going over this too long, but I feel like we need to plan this out first. So assuming that shield blocks damage, but counts as a physical object for contact, we're gonna shoot our heater. It's gonna explode and hit behind him, dealing 70. We're gonna do that twice to deal 140. Then we're gonna wait for both of the howitzers to open up, and then we're gonna shoot the final spreader and maybe get a triple deletion here. We're gonna find out if any of this is true. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. Holy, what the? There we go. Did it. Happened so quickly, I'm glad I explained it. Stop giving us Zenny! Where's our chips? Well, hopefully that repaired... Did that repair the machine? Thanks, I got my cola. This brand is only in this machine. I can't work without it. Ha! Take this for your trouble. Land got to repair... G. Alright. Well, please... Yeah, okay. These guys are just going to say the same thing. I am at least happy that we were able to jack in there and fix the problem. I love being able to do things like that. That's just a fun little world exploring thing in Battlenetwork. I'm not seeing anything interesting here. Dad wanted us to wait by the TV, right? Now, if I could just morph this idea with this new invention. Grr, it won't work. We'll ignore the people behind the desk, because apparently they just say the same thing. Insert tab A into slot B. The restaurant underground is surrounded by water. I wonder if fish are swimming in it. Underneath the restaurant is a power plant. It supplies energy to all of Den City. Okay, so let me get this straight. The government complex is both a Scilab that, for all intents and purposes, houses the country's, if not the world's, most intelligent scientists. We're not really quite told where Battlenetwork takes place. I'm gonna say it happens in Japan. It just makes the most sense. And because Dr. Hikari is essentially lauded, and this is Grandpa Hikari, is essentially lauded as like the greatest mind of this era, having designed pets, we're just gonna say it has the world's best scientists. So Japan at this time has the world's best scientists. So this building has the world's best scientists, has a waterworks facility that supplies water for all neighboring districts, and is a power plant, and has a restaurant at the bottom of it. Did we get all that? Okay, because it's just a lot to take in. I don't know. I'm probably talking about this like way too much. It's Chod. You again? What are you doing in the Scilab? This is no place for little boys to be playing games. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean you can push me around. Yeah! Noisy little brats. I don't have time to deal with you now. Later, brat. Punk kid. Man, I remember Chod used to intimidate me. Lan, it's Dad. Your dad's here. Lan, did you wait long? You're looking fit as a fiddle. Where's Mom? Oh my goodness, wait. It's actually Dad. He does exist. Where's Mom? Didn't she come with you? She's coming. She just had to get dressed. Ha! Well, that'll take a while if I know your mother. It's like, oh, I'm sorry that I'm married to you and actually want to look presentable the one time out of the last 3 months we've actually met. But yeah, I guess that's I feel like that's what Lan's mother should have said. Sorry, here I am. Honey, how have you been? Are you keeping well? Well, you seem good enough. Let's go downstairs to the restaurant floor and eat. I mean, seriously, Lan's mom has not seen Dr. Hikari in, like, months. Garbage from the Scilab comes down this chute and is burned in the power plant to create electricity. Oh, how efficient. This is the restaurant floor. The party is further in that way. Can we jack into this? All of the drinks in this machine look quite tasty. No jack in. Are we underwater? Is that... Oh, whoops. Even though you're 30 we're 30 floors under the ground. Guys. 30 floors. Alright. Even though you're 30 floors under the ground, this area is still surrounded by water. Well, that's how water works. It travels down. Those pets are on display. Are those really the latest thing in technology? I heard that they are made from recycled plastic bottles. I haven't been to a good party in years. I don't think I've ever been to a good party. No. Let me rephrase that. I've never been to a good traditional party. I've been to plenty of great parties. They just aren't the kinds of things normal people would consider parties. Cart used to take food to the tables. Man, to me a party is 5 different boxes of Swiss cake rolls and 10 different cases of soda, friends, and all the multiplayer games you could ever want. Well, you're looking like you're having fun. Enjoy it while you can. Geez, Chad. I just asked nicely and they let me in. What do you mean, what am I doing here? I'm the chef! I think that we have the best technology, but it's important to keep abreast of the latest trends from overseas. We'll fall behind if we don't watch out. Oh, it's like, I think this is sushi, isn't it? Yeah, sushi and probably sake. And what's this? Probably different kinds of other sushi, you know, like the yellow sushi? Or maybe those are little cakes with... I don't know. And that's definitely some kind of chicken. Hello, kid. What are you doing here? Me? I'm a college student. This is my part-time job. Relatable. There was supposed to be a foreign scientist coming. I wonder where he is. Must be Count Zap. What are these? A line of pets made from recycled plastic bottles. You wonder if you can jack in. Awesome. I'm sure nobody would mind if the invited elementary school student jacks into the scientific prototype pet. Alright, so it just steals the HP up memory. Ooh, the level 2 of our lightning friends. If we get a bunch of chips from these guys, we might be able to fight Maya. Oh gosh. Yeah, so if these chips function... Okay. Yeah, okay, these chips do function exactly as I remember them. So you get hit by this, what's kind of a relatively low damage attack, but it shocks you. And what happens is, every time you move now, you take damage. You take the same amount of damage. So it's pretty rough. Because you have to, in a split second, make the decision, am I going to take more damage if I move, or am I going to take more damage if I don't move? And it's a really well-designed attack, in my opinion. I think it creates a unique strategical decision that you have to make that you don't have to make in other... There's no other chip that really does that. And we got one, Thunder 2. This pet is made from recycled plastics. At last, a pet which is safe for the environment. We must be careful to recycle everything we can, including humans. Oh, I'm pretty sure he said that. You didn't see that? Anyway, this is the howitzer enemy, so if for some reason the game feels like... Okay, I don't know why I am apparently incapable of timing things, but if the game decides to be nice to us, we might get a howitzer chip here. Specifically, though, we need a howitzer H, which doesn't look like we're going to get one. kind of want to run around here just a little longer to see what else is in the area. So far, we've ran into the howitzer enemy and these guys. Oh, you know, Woodman should be able to take these out in just one fell swoop. Considering the double damage he'll deal. Nice. I don't know if Battle Network 1 has a higher chance of giving Chezni when you get an S ranking as compared to other games. But I gotta tell you, it feels like quite often we get an S ranking and we just get paid out in money. Is that negativity bias? You guys are the more objective viewer here, so you aren't getting frustrated necessarily the same way I am. What have you seen? Have I been getting about an equal number of Chezni versus Chips, or is there more Chezni? I worded that all funny, but I think you know what I mean. I was trying to time it so it was just perfect so we could bop up to the second guy and hit him, but my timing was totally botched. No howitzers. You know, if we run into another battle like that and we draw a Woodman, we can definitely get a good grade. Hopefully get a howitzer. I think that's our goal. I think we're going to stick around here until we get a howitzer H. Yes! Boo. It's not surprising. It's hard to get a good grade when there's only one virus. You probably also knew this, but the grading mechanism is different when you're fighting a normal virus versus when you're fighting a Navi. When you're fighting a Navi, it switches over to the 30-second rule, where as long as you finish in under 30 seconds, you get a good grade. The same doesn't apply to normal virus fights. So many thunders. It'll definitely be a good day when we can pop another power-up into our Charge Buster. You might be thinking, well, why don't we put points into Rapid? I don't know. Rapid just doesn't seem very good. We already shoot pretty quick. Do we really need to shoot faster? Like, that seems pretty quick to me. Man, they are intent on just one of these guys at a time. Hardheads, that's what their name is, I think. I think we are going to have to rely on running into two of them at a time and drawing Woodman. That's okay, I guess it's an opportunity to get a couple Thunder 2s at the same time. We take a moment to appreciate Woodman's feet. If you didn't see him, you'll probably get a chance to see him again. They're like these giant metal clogs. Come on. So still a lot of Dino Waves, though. So the Thunder... Oh, great. These Thunder enemies seem to move in the same exact pattern every combat. They must be programmed to try to move as close to the front line as possible. But they're not smart enough to move around each other. So each time one of them gets caught on the other. So like this, if we... Yes, he won't move laterally. Oh, he will. He follows Megaman. I'm sure that'll be useful to know for later. Gosh. The damage. It's pretty rough, especially if you have aqua armor. It can be deadly to get hit by one of those. You take a couple steps and you just die without realizing it. We haven't ran into two hard heads for a while. We might not have, or we might have to give this up. I don't want to waste all day doing this. I don't know what that chip, though, the guy wanted to give us. We were going to give him a howitzer, and he was going to give us a what? I'm trying to remember what he said it was. Yeah, I can't even remember. It wasn't a name I recognized. I'm not saying we have to draw a woodman every time, but it would be nice. Because these guys are just going to do the same exact pattern. And then we get stuck. And we just have to sit here, and it's boring. Alright, we're going to do one more fight, and then we're going to leave. Nope. Of course, when there's one, we draw woodman. I'm getting salty. I should stop. Alright, so we didn't come out of there with quite as many spoils as I was hoping, but we got something. A couple Thunder 2s. These plastic bottles will be recycled and remade as the new pets. There was supposed to be a... Oh, yeah, we already talked to you. Who's the... Who's that hot thing in the dress? She's my type. What? It's your mother? Gulp. Yes. Indeed. Alright, let's talk to Mom and Dad. It's been a while since we've talked, Lan. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Huh? What's that? Well, it's about my research. Sounds difficult. How would I know about that? Well, it's connected to you and Megaman. See, I made your pet. It's different from normal ones. And Megaman too. ... Ominous ellipse. Dr. Hikari, paging Dr. Hikari. Please report to the lab immediately. Whoops, I'm sorry. Looks like I have to go. Lan will finish where we left off next time. He's at a public party, and this is where he decides to tell his son that his Navi operator is the soul of his dead twin brother? Good luck, Dad. So much for dinner together. Well, at least there's a lot of food here, Lan. Well, let's eat. Everyone, thank you for waiting. We'd like to welcome our speaker for the evening. Dr. Lord Von Count Bolt. I'm sure. Yep, there he is, in his glowing spectralness. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here this evening. Please try not to be distracted by my overly distracting coat. To our WWW Party of Death. I mean, you don't know. This could just be the name of the party. It could still be a good time. We'd like you to know that the WWW has just taken over the underground power plant. So let's get started with a little party. No, a really big blackout. Elect man, zap to it. A power out? Oh no, the air vents have stopped working. If we don't fix them, the air will run out and gulp. Now relax and enjoy your last breaths. Wah ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I love that he glows in the dark. I love that there was a purpose to his glowing jacket. No good, the power won't turn on. The generator. Someone go check the power plant below us. Lan, let's go. Easy for you to say, it's pitch black in here. Lan, you have a pet. I know there's a flashlight on that thing. Wait, my eyes are adjusting. I can see a little. Okay, Mega Man, let's go. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, par for the course. Mom doesn't know what to do. With this power outage, the elevator must have stopped working. The only way to the generator would be through the trash chute. Everyone, please calm down. This is no time to panic. Now, I wish I hadn't come. No such thing as a free lunch, I guess. Truth. I'm scared of the dark. Oops. The electricity management program is in the generator. If the WWW took control of it, that would not be good. Delicious looking food is laid out here. must remain calm. Someone has to fix the power generator or we'll all die. I've never seen such large-scale entertainment. What? It's not just part of the show? Uh-oh. Alrighty. Well, they said we'd have to go through the trash chutes, and since there's not really anywhere else to go, let's go straight for the trash chute. Looks like we can get to the power plant from here. Let's try it. Nice. I think we made it. What floor are we on? Be careful, it's dark. Is that just the same guy, or is that a different guy? Are we on the same floor? No, we are on a different floor. That's so confusing. Wait, what? Securely locked. You push and pull to no avail. Arg! It won't work! The lock to the power plant is computer controlled. We'll never get it open until the program is fixed. Ah, the catch-22 of network security. The door to your lock is controlled by the network. The network is blocked by the door to the lock on the door. I said that funny, but yeah. Please be quiet. I'm trying to open the control room. It's locked. Alright, well, what do we do? Securely locked. You'll need to unlock it from inside the network. What if we just ignore that scientist and can we jack into the door? No. It keeps pushing us back every time I go up to it. Alrighty. A vending machine used by the power plant staff. I'm quickly running out of options here. Doesn't work. Be careful, it's dark. It won't move with no power. It won't move with no power. Is that proper grammar? It should say it won't move without any power, but not with no power. I'm fairly certain that's improper grammar. Securely locked. Mega, what do we do? We need to find a place to jack. Yeah, no kidding. I can't jack into anything. Please be quiet. Try and open the control room. Well, once again, I'm at a loss. Not the first time that I haven't known what to jack into. Same thing happened when we were doing the bus part with Mile. Looks like it's impossible to climb back up the chute. Great, great. Vending machine. Okay, I'm just gonna run around hitting the jack-in button because I don't know what else to do here. Moving jack into the shrubbery. First, you must bring us a herring. Okay, but legitimately, what do we do? I don't feel like this is too much to ask. I don't feel like what we need to do is particularly obvious. Keeps pushing us away from the doors. The walls are completely bare. The door is not jack-inable. The tickets are non-transferable. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, so we talked to this guy again, huh? It looks like the control room door is open now. You go on. I'll get this door open. But the color changed. Oh, okay, so the scientist got it open? What a pointless interlude. Like, why even bother with that? Someone has written on the board, party tonight. They also misspelled tonight, unless they were trying to use, like, the ye olde English version. No, that's not even the ye olde English version, is it? Is it proper to spell tonight like that? The computer which controls the generator. Oh, wait, why don't we just jack in? Apparently we can't. Normally, the generators run from here. Is your generator running? Then you better go catch it. This whole room just looks like a copy pasta of the waterworks room. The computer which controls... Yeah, we already got that. Normally, the generators... I love the fact that we at least have a scientist who is moving forward with some kind of solution here. Previously, in the last, 4 terrorist attacks, it has been up to a 5th grade elementary school student to go fix these problems. But here, we, for once, have an adult ally. We normally control the power plant from this room, but all the computers are down. Well... Lan, it looks like we can jack in here. Okay, jack in. Megaman.exe transmit. Wait! You want to delete your Navi? Jacking in now is suicide. I was just about to say that, because... like, if you jack into something that doesn't have power on it, where does the data go? If the power's out here, it's out on the net, too. If you jack in now, your pet's battery will run out quick. And if your pet's battery runs out while you're in, the energy sent to your Navi is cut off completely, and your Navi won't be able to heal by itself. It'd just be a matter of time before you got deleted. You serious? Oh, so basically the mechanics of Battlenetwork 2. There is almost no way to reconcile the lore in this regard. This is actually a very, I don't know, I think this is a really cool concept. The idea that your Navi can exist for some reason, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but your Navi can exist for some reason apart from the connectivity of your pet, but they no longer can heal, and the reason they heal is because your battery and your pet or whatever. Like, fine, it doesn't make perfect sense, but there's at least some logic there to it. So I think I vaguely remember this dungeon. We're going to have to do the dungeon in parts where we can't heal anymore, which is essentially how all of Battlenetwork 2 and 3 and so on and so forth are played after this point. So it's a major plot point here that you can't heal. But then in the later games, you're not going to be able to heal ever automatically outside of combat, and it's never brought up again. But, you know, whatever. You serious? What should I do? Lan, let's go. What are you saying, Mega Man? You might get deleted. All we have to do is defeat the WWW Navy and jack out. No, it's too dangerous. Lan, if we don't go in there now, there's a chance that your mom and all the other people stuck in here will die. And I think you're a good enough operator to do it. Truth. We haven't gone into it yet, but Lan is an operator. It's just the name for the human counterpart to a Navi. Yeah, I won't let them delete you. Jack in. Megaman.exe transmit. Oh no, it says transmit. I made a big joke earlier about transit. Whoa, Mega Man? They've got some heavy protection on this thing. Can you get through? No problem, just give me a second. There, got it. That was weird. What was the point of the protection? Mega Man, you okay? I'm fine. I've displayed the pet's remaining battery on the top right. If the battery runs out, I can't heal after battle. So let's get that WWW Navi before the pet's battery dies. Okay, on to the network power generator. So it looks like every time we take a step, the battery drains. You can't see it, but there is a road. There are many other invisible roads like this. Wonderful. I love the whole invisible pathway mechanic. Hey! Hey! What? What? Oh. Oh, he's below us. Alright, fine. They keep giving us recovery chips like they're good. Like, I feel like a lot of the chips we've acquired in dungeons have been like, oh, look, you get a high-level recovery chip. And it's like, whoa. Alright, so we're fighting the mighty Rattans, which, to this point, haven't they been one of the only things that's actually killed us? Although our chip repertoire is much stronger this time. Given, though, that we cannot see the panels that we can walk on, we're just going to have to kind of hug the edge of every platform and see where it takes us. A little bit Shin Megumi style, right? Megumi? However you say that. Hey, wait. It was certainly a good time to pick up those 3 Woodman V3s, because they are going to make this dungeon a lot less frustrating. To light the bulbs, you need to use batteries. You can get them from the Battery Keeper. The Battery Keeper. Sounds cryptic. Now, it should be mentioned that some of the later games use aluminum as a stage type. We haven't really ran into it yet. pretty much the only stage types we've seen so far has been cracked panels and empty panels, which just happen naturally when a cracked panel gets stepped on. But there are other stage types, such as grass, ice, things like that. Aluminum is a stage type. I know it exists in Battlenetwork Chip Challenge. I want to say it might appear in later games, but I can't remember the 100% certainty, so I'm not going to go too deep on that. All I wanted to say is that in this one, in Battlenetwork 1, I do not believe that this stage type counts as aluminum. It's just it visually appears to be of an aluminum type, but I don't think mechanically it affects anything. Okay, I'm already lost. We're gonna have to do this like Minos in the maze, right? I'm just gonna have to take the left path. So we're gonna hug the left side of every platform. Mega Man's left, not our left, obviously. Yeah, Woodman didn't look like that in Mega Man 2, right? I don't remember him looking like that, anyway. Oh, we can... No, we can't talk to that guy, okay. Oh, I hate this dungeon already. So maybe we can pull this electric dude down a square. There we go. They seem to prioritize moving forward first, and then they will move laterally. Is that the correct term? Laterally? In order to approach you from there. What on earth? Okay, I think we're going the right way. So annoying. Why won't they move down first? It's a whole waste of 3 seconds of our life, guys. Be careful when talking to us programs. Some of us have been altered by the WWW and will try to attack you. If you come across an altered program, please delete it. It's a shame, but there's nothing we can do for them. Holy crap, really? I want to go back and talk to that other program then. Was he a WWW Navi? There are battery boxes near the light bulbs. Put the batteries in the connected boxes and pull the switch. The bulbs will light and show you the path. However, there are more boxes than batteries. You'll have to find out which boxes are connected. If your batteries run down, bring them back here. Mega Man got the Battery 8 program. Well, I guess it's a good thing we talked to him anyway. So I didn't understand a whole lot of what he said. All I heard was blah, 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 batteries, batteries, batteries. Put them in boxes. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Beautiful S rating. 0.68 seconds. Give us that rat and D. I've already lost which direction we're going. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, sure, let's put a battery in here. We have 2 batteries remaining? Let's just put all the batteries in. Well, why can't we remove the battery? Sure. I'm so confused. It says we have 2 batteries remaining. Why can't we put all the batteries in the box? Maybe it means we have 2 remaining that we need to find boxes for. Or 2 boxes remaining that we need to find batteries for. Yeah, that must be it. Throw the switch! Huh? Nothing happened. Wrong box, maybe? Oh, we have to... Okay, so we deactivate the switch. Then we can remove the battery. Then we put the battery in. Oh gosh. Oh, the battery is out. So that wasn't the number of boxes we had remaining, that was the number of charges that the battery had left. Am I dumb or did it word it funny? I think it was worded a little weird. I'll have to take another read when we find it again. Getting a nice repertoire of thunders here. I'm so lost. Nothing quite like backtracking, right? I think we go with wave on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to need to wave, and then we're going to need to move to another square in the hopes that the correct square with the rattan gets hit, but unfortunately it didn't work that way, and the cannon was spared. Okay, recharge the battery. So if we run out of batteries, and I'm talking about the battery on the top right, if we run out of Mega Man's or Land's pet battery, I mean, we theoretically can still stay here, right? We might actually have to put recovery chips in the deck. I can't stand that concept, but it's a possibility. Because I don't know if we can sustain long enough without being able to heal outside of combat. Yes, I think we already talked to that person. So wait a minute, why don't we try the last battery slot? I know I'm asking you like you're the one who decided to come this way. You also might be wondering why I'm firing off the waves and then moving into another panel, and it seems like I'm just doing it randomly. It's because, again, rattans will not spawn in front of you. They will go in every other square that isn't directly in front of you. So in order to hit them with a Dino Wave or a Shock Wave or a Sonic Wave, you have to fire the Shock Wave and then move to another square so that there's a 50-50 chance that the rattan moves into the line that the Sonic Wave is currently traveling through. Pulls this switch, Igor. Nice, it worked. But I still want to come over here and get whatever is down there, of which I do not know. Yeah, in Battle Chip Challenge, aluminum stage makes lightning moves power up. It has some other minor effect too. I can't quite remember what it was. Something like it increases the accuracy of electric chips or something like that. A lot of people didn't like Battle Chip Challenge. I have a fondness for it that is probably undeserved. Rather that the game doesn't deserve the fondness, not that I don't deserve the fondness. Getting way ahead of ourselves, because canonically Battle Chip Challenge doesn't happen until after Battle Network 3. So theoretically, if we wanted to go through and, you know, play them all in order, we should do Battle Chip Challenge after 3. That being said, Battle Chip Challenge is fairly grindy. Like, you think this is grindy, Battle Chip Challenge is nothing but the grind. It's essentially a version, for those of you who know, I apologize because you're going to get an explanation that you don't need. But for those of you who don't know, Battle Chip Challenge is essentially... You know those games, those board games where you like program a robot or something and it follows your orders? And they're usually tabletop games. Usually multiple people can play them, and you get cards and you program your robot. Sometimes it's not a robot, sometimes it's a person. Like you're telling a person to execute specific commands and things like that. Depends on the game. It's kind of like that. You program Mega Man or whatever your Navi is, because you can switch to multiple different Navis. You program them to execute certain kinds of strategies based on which chips you give them, and then they randomly select those chips And I don't know, I found it to be interesting because there was a unique amount of strategy behind it. I'm completely free to talk about this because nothing is happening in the game right now. I've been running around trying to find hidden pathways. I don't think there's a hidden pathway down there. I think we ran all over there and we didn't find anything. Yeah, I really don't think there's anything down here. Just a big dead end. So we're gonna go back up to where we lit up the light switch and take that path, because I don't think there's any reason for us to be down here. But yeah, I don't know, are grass panels a thing in this one? Wait, what? Hold up, how did we get here? I think the pathways run in a circle. Is that the fire alarm? I think it is. I should probably go out and check out, make sure that everything's okay. Anyway, that's where we're going to pause for now. Maybe we'll finish this battle first. But when we come back, we'll use the path created by the battery, see if we can move any further into the dungeon, and see if Lan and Mega are able to survive in a world where their own pet's electricity must sustain Mega Man. Till then, I'll see you in possibly even by tonight. Till then.